Hi friends, my name is Bart, welcome to my channel, and this week we'll be talking about 5 graphic novels you might be missing out on. Now, as often is the case with graphic novels, these can get pretty dark, so I've linked them in the description below so you can have a look and research the trigger warnings for yourself. That being said, let's get into it. The first pick for today is Anais on a Sea of Lies by Leonie Bischoff, and it's a beautiful, beautiful graphic novel. The cartoonist Leonie Bischoff traces the life of the prolific writer in this lushly colored graphic novel. The title of this standalone graphic novel, A Sea of Lies, refers to 2 famous journals Anais used to write. And first there is this decent, chaste version which she allows her husband to read, and then there is the second version, the secret diary, which tells the stories of her sexual adventures and her experiments and things like that. And just the lies upon lies upon lies upon lies that she has to tell herself as well as her surroundings about who she is and the life she actually has. But the art is the real star of this graphic novel. It's a visually stunning graphic novel which is hand-colored, so no computer work here, it was all done by hand, which actually shows in the book. This is an award-winning graphic novel which has actually won several prizes in Angoulême, which is a festival in France, which is very famous, and it is now translated into English. So, Anais on A Sea of Lies, my first recommendation for you. From the vibrant colors of Anais to a much darker, muted color scheme with the Black Monday Murders from Jonathan Hickmann, whom you might know from his work on Marvel's Adventures. The Black Monday Murders is a crypto-noir series about the power of dirty, filthy money and exactly what kind of people you can buy with it. The Black Monday Murders brings classic occultism with various schools of magic that are actually clandestine banking cartels. Secret world where vampire Russian oligarchs, black popes, enchanted American aristocrats and hitmen from the International Monetary Fund work together to keep all of us in our proper place. It is a dark story with an even darker art inside. It is filthy, it is corrupt, and I absolutely love it. So as my second recommendation for you, The Black Monday Murders. Staying with the dark and depressing, our third recommendation for today is a graphic novel called Miss Baudelaire. And it's all about the life of poet and writer Charles Baudelaire, whom you might know from his famous work Les Fleurs du Mal. Bereft of a father at age 5, Charles Baudelaire spent his days squandering his fortune on drugs, alcohol and prostitutes. And his story in this graphic novel is told through the story of such a prostitute. A woman he loved, a woman he hated. Her name was Jeanne Duval, and this is her story. 2 misunderstood souls who in their mutual misunderstanding afforded each other what little solace they found in life. Now, little is known about this Jeanne Duval, whom was immortalized in Charles Baudelaire's work as the Black Venus. It takes us to a bohemian era in Paris, filled with drugs, alcohol and misunderstood artists. And the whole book feels like one drug-induced strange trip, alternating with the harsh reality of life. Is it historical fiction? We simply don't know, because not much is known on these bohemian characters. But it makes for a great dark tale and an even better graphic novel. Actual historical fiction comes in the form of our fourth recommendation for today, and that's Days of Sand by Dutch author Aimee de Jongh. United States, 1937. In the middle of the Great Depression, 22-year-old photographer John Clark is brought in by the Farm Security Administration to document the calamitous conditions of the Dust Bowl, in order to bring the farmer's plight to the public eye. But when he starts working through his shooting script, however, he finds his subjects to be unreceptive. After all, what good are a couple of photos against relentless and deadly dust storms? The more he shoots, the more John discovers the awful extent of their struggles, coming to question his own role and responsibilities in this tragedy sweeping through the center of the country. Days of Sand is a moving graphic novel inspired by real-life stories of courage and perseverance in the 1930s Dust Bowl in America. It is divided in chapters, and each of the chapters starts with actual photographs of the era depicting the work of the main character of the book, Jongh. Days of Sand is a beautiful book that I absolutely loved and I highly recommend to anyone who is into historical fiction. For our last recommendation of today, we're going for something totally different, and that's the Mouse Guard series. The forest is a dangerous place for any animal, especially one as small as a mouse. In the past, the mouse world endured a tyrannical weasel warlord, until a noble band of mouse soldiers fought back. And ever since, the Mouse Guard has defended the paces and prosperity of its kingdom. For generations, this league of scouts, weather watchers, trailblazers and protectors has passed on its knowledge and skills. Now, Mouse Guard is a fantasy series I absolutely love. It takes these adorable little heroes and places them in a world of harsh reality, of wildlife that is out to get you, and weather that can be potentially deadly. The several hardback volumes of Mouse Guard come with maps, guides and assorted extras, which make them absolute collectibles. Yet, don't allow its cuteness to fool you. This series can be violent, it can be deadly, and it definitely earned a space in your collection. That's it for this week. Thank you for watching, and I hope you find some of these recommendations useful for you. So let me know below in the comments, have you read some of these graphic novels yet, or are you going to read some of these? Let us know in the comments and we'll have a conversation about them. Thank you for watching. See you next week.